Wow. If you're an Essendon Bombers fan, that was a tough game to sit through. Round 2 of the AFL season saw the Bombers absolutely dismantled by the Adelaide Crows at the MCG, going down by a massive 61 points. The final score? Adelaide, 25.11, that is 161, to Essendon, 15.10, that is 100. Away. It was one of those performances where you just shake your head and wonder, where was the fight? From the first bounce, it was clear that the Crows came in with a plan, and the Bombers had no answers. Adelaide was ruthless, racking up 25 goals while making it look effortless. The worst part? It. They were so dominant that they even subbed out star player Isaac Rankin midway through the third quarter because the game was already well and truly over. That's how much of a non-contest this became. Coach Brad Scott was visibly frustrated and didn't hold back post-match. He ripped into his players for their lack of defensive effort, and honestly, he had every right to. The Bombers were fielding the youngest and second least experienced squad of the round, but that's no excuse for the way they defended. Or rather, didn't defend. The Crows had a field day, moving the ball through the middle with ease, finding uncontested marks inside 50, and piling on goal after goal. Club legend Jason Dunstall summed it up perfectly on Fox Footy. Until they can find a way to be above average on the pressure side of things, they will never take that next step. And let's be real, he's spot on. This isn't just about one bad game. The Bombers gave up 17 goals to Hawthorn last week, and now their defensive structure is crumbling, and they're failing to apply the necessary pressure across the ground. Some key stats tell the story. The Crows' total of 161 points was the highest score by a non-Victorian team at the MCG since 2013. And for Essendon, it was the most points they've conceded since Collingwood torched them for 166 back in 2011. They also laid 12 fewer tackles despite having less of the ball. That's a sign of a team that's just not working hard enough. And then there's Dylan Shiel. A veteran midfielder has been shifted to halfback, but so far, it's been a disaster. Analyst David King was scathing in his assessment, calling Shiel's efforts jittery at best, and accusing him of being disrespectful to the opposition by ball watching rather than defending. Essendon has made tough calls on players before. Just look at Jake Stringer. If they're serious about raising standards, they need to have a hard conversation about Shiel's role. Or the only bright spots? Zach Merritt was again outstanding, picking up 36 disposals and booting 4 goals. Youngster Isaac Kakeko provided some spark up forward with 2 goals, while debutant Tom Edwards slotted 3 majors. But let's be honest, those individual highlights don't mean much when your team concedes 161 points and gets thrashed. Meanwhile, for Adelaide, this was a statement win. Coach Matthew Nicks made it clear post-game that Rankine wasn't injured. He was subbed out as a precaution due to his history of hamstring issues at the MCG. That just shows how comfortable they were. The Crows controlled the game from start to finish, and they now look like a team ready to take the next step. As for Essendon, if they don't fix their defensive issues fast, this could be a long and painful season. Bombers fans expected a rebuild in 2025, but not like this. Not a 61-point embarrassment at the MCG. They need answers, and they need them now. Stay subscribed for more videos.